Okay, we got a little bit of water situation here. Once I moved out, my psychologist said, like, you're gonna have to find a job that's harder than those jobs. And I asked myself, what's the hardest one I can do, manage, and that would be real good for me? And right away, being a server came to mind. I was like, oh my god, a server. Ooh, that's gonna suck, man. That's gonna suck. Because I was super shy. I didn't want to talk to anyone. Talking to people just overwhelmed me. But I knew that if I could do that, it would change my situation. It would change how I feel. It would build character inside. It would change my life. So eventually, I went to be a server and I ended up doing 6 months in Saint-Hubert. That's one of the toughest places to survive as a server. That's what I understood anyways. Imagine you're going to be a server. I could only stand up for 3 or 4 hours max a day. And some days I was working 8 hours. So it's like it was so busy. I didn't have time I had to go and survive. I had to serve my plates and go here and go there and military style. But every time I finish my shift, I sit down in my car and I stay in my car for like 5-10 minutes of, oh my god, such a beautiful, meditative, peaceful place. And I reminded myself, like, go back tomorrow. Even though it was super hard, go back tomorrow. And I went back again and again and again. 6 months. So 6 months for me is like surviving. Look at this beautiful place. 6 months for me, that's surviving in Saint-Hubert. Those 6 months weren't as hard as my first job, but they were obviously, you take anyone right now and you put them there, it's going to be harder for them to do that than to, go to college. But college was way harder than Saint-Hubert, but it shouldn't. It's just because I was growing, right? I was growing character, I was building up character inside and the ability to do what I had to do, stay connected. But still very low in energy. Colds like friggin' 6-7 weeks a year, like always sick. And I was looking for better because it wasn't going too well. And that time I had money with Saint-Hubert, so I was buying like super huge amount of enzymes. That kind of helped. I wanted to push myself in another way now. All of a sudden I was like, okay, well, what's next now? What's the next project here? What's the next project? And I thought, well, I used to be a carpenter, like framing houses and roofing. I decided to go work for a carpenter. And that was hard, but not as hard as the other ones. It was hard though. It was more physically hard. Holy boys. But it proved me that I could do it because I went out there and did it. It just so happens before starting, I ended up on this raw food YouTube channel. She was eating like 10 bananas in a smoothie. What's she doing? I mean, this is ridiculous. But then I got curious and she said one day, I checked her out again, she's like, just try it, 3 days. You have nothing to lose. I went out, bought a lot of bananas and dates and whatever, I don't even remember. All kinds of fruits. Ate fruits for 3 days. My anxiety and depression and heavy feeling, because I was eating a lot of raw food, but it was I was starving, so I was trying to get my calories from the fat. And when I shift, wow, this was the biggest shift ever. Like nothing compares to, like I've tried everything, essential oils, tried a lot of stuff. So this raw food thing from fruits, who doesn't like fruit? Good fruit. I'm not talking about Canadian fruit. Now I make my own fruit, like in my blender. Like I blend bananas and dates and mangoes or whatever I make, and put some hemp seed in there and put some green powder, and just I bump it up with the nutritional value and a little bit more fat with the hemp, and I love my smoothies. Oh, look at this. Oh, whoa. And yeah, it just so happens I did that before working as a carpenter, and I needed it because I had to have energy. After that, I just kept on going. The carpenter for a year, well, whatever, 6 months. Don't work in wintertime, and then I thought, well, this doesn't pay enough. It's too much work. I got my bus driving thing, so I got to be a city bus driver. Make pretty good money, got a house, you know, anxiety. I don't even remember the last time I felt it. Next, that's why I'm doing these videos, because what's next is making YouTube videos, and I want to start my business as a health practitioner, because I got my Canadian School of Natural Nutrition course, and I got the experience. That's worth way more than start to do public speaking. Yeah, so that's gonna be unleashing a lot of stuff that is still left, and you know, pushing on through life. So that's the plan. And you out there who have anxiety right now, I tell you right now, don't say that you had like this disorder for life. I mean, people around me thought I was gonna, oh, it's Andre, he lost his mind, you know, he might actually never come back, and they didn't really think I could change. But I tell you right now, guys, I've changed. I'm no longer there, and yeah, so this is it, boys and girls. So if you have anxiety out there, don't say that you have anxiety like an anxiety disorder. No, you're passing through anxiety. You have anxiety now, and you're gonna feel it out. You're gonna go through it. You're gonna let it go. You're gonna notice, you're gonna start being aware of what is causing the problem, what is causing these anxiety, why is it there. Notice the programs that's making this fear, making you fear like you're in some kind of horror movie, like paranoia and all that. Feel it through, go through it. Observe the disorder, and order arises. Observe the disorder of the mind, and order arises. You start to have order inside, and all of a sudden order expresses itself outside. You know, like I have a stable job, a stable house, I got good money coming in, like it's all grounding. And yeah, if you're going through hard times, know that you're not gonna be there forever. So take care, one day at a time.